conversations.
What up, bitches?
Oh man, you fool for this. Yeah, oh snap. What's good, YouTube? Yeah. Everybody?
You got your boy D West the Colonel on the line.
Yeah, K-BlazeRSS. Got your boy Disco E on the line. And Blaze on the podcast. Yeah, MrSmoothBeatz on the track.
Hey!
Hey!
At first I was a little nervous. I thought he was just like stuttering. Like I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to cut this out. But I saw what he was doing. He killed it.
Yeah, man. You know.
Listen.
Oh man.
I was thinking, you guys, let's talk a little bit about, because we got a lot of producers on the phone right now who've been putting in work. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about y'all projects that y'all got coming out. You know, like for example, K-BlazeRSS. Cat's RedStar Mixtape drops. What was it? 2 days ago, K-Blaze?
Yeah, on the 4th of July.
4th of July.
It was like almost a week ago.
A week ago. So, K-Blaze, tell us a little bit about the construction of this mixtape, man.
Alright, like the way I built it, I wanted to be, you know, as creative as possible when it comes to making a mixtape. Like, my previous mixtape I did, my very first one, Unnamed, was, honestly, I didn't think it was up to par to what I would wanted to aim at. I mean, some of them were pretty good, but, you know, all in all, it wasn't a good mixtape. So, RedStar Mixtape was my attempt to aim at a higher level, basically. And mostly, I wanted to aim at samples that hasn't been done before. And I try to basically focus on that. I mean, I still got a couple of Mario. I got Mario track in there, got Sonic track, and then I got some other stuff that no one basically think of, like a Castlevania, Blink,
Nice,
the Time Sweeper. I mean, I got some stuff that'll catch an eye, and I got some, you know, some oldies with goodies that everybody likes to remix that I did my little twist on. So let's just say it's a bunch of stuff that a lot of people are gonna like. I hope that whoever catches it likes it.
So if you had to go and pitch it to people right now, give us 3 reasons why a person cannot live in the post-World War III era without your mixtape.
Okay, reason number 1, RedStar Mixtape is basically what it is. It's basically the definition of how I see music, alright? It shows, reason number 2, it shows that, you know, just because I'm known for, like, making underground beats, doesn't mean I'm just defining it as. You know, I can do other types of beats. It may not be the best at the trade, but, you know, I try my hand at it. And it comes out with a, you know, with an outcome that I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of this mixtape. And reason number 3, it basically shows you, like, how the ways I feel about music. One of the best examples in that mixtape, Animal Crossing sample, which would be Town Hall Whistle, which is, I turned into a wild style track. So trust me, there's a lot of stuff in there that shows my point of view in music. And, like, bottom line, if there was any mixtape or any albums or any songs I'd make in between now and freaking later on in life, I still choose RedStar Mixtape as one of my best ones. I'm really proud of this one.
With all that being said, is there anything insane or anything crazy that you want everyone to know about the mixtape that maybe you kind of had it in your mind to keep it a secret or something that you didn't want people to know?
There is a hidden track in there.
A hidden
Track X. Yes, there is a hidden track in there, completely custom, and it's actually going to tie into another project that I'm going to keep, well, I'm not going to keep secret. It's called Music and Monster. This one you're going to end up paying for, but, you know, it's all original work. Like, I didn't even finish the album when I started working on it, so there's going to be some treats in there, man. And I hope y'all enjoy the hidden track in it.
Okay. I think that's a perfect way to end right there. That's a perfect way to end. Disco E, why don't you tell the people a little bit about this project that you have coming?
As you may have, as you told everyone else, I do have a mixtape that's also coming out within the next week. It is called the Remix Zone. And actually, this project was a project I started off in 2012. You know what I mean? I kept having to push this project back due to, school and trying to finish my senior year out. And a lot of stuff has caused me to, push this mixtape back. But it's finally done. And I'm just really, really excited to let you guys listen to some of the tracks and some of the music that I produced on this mixtape, I put a lot of time, work, and effort into this mixtape. It is my very first mixtape, and, I'm just really excited about the project overall. And I can't wait for everyone else to listen to it.
All right, so with that being said, it being your first mixtape and all, what is a type of message that you want to convey with this being your first mixtape? What do you want it to send out to your fellow producers and maybe some artists who might want to use your tracks for future purposes?
I want this mixtape to kind of give off a sense of growth and development from when I first began making beats and began to, produce music to where I'm at. I see this mixtape as a change. This mixtape represents a turn in direction and a change in growth. You would definitely hear a complete difference in how I produce my tracks compared to stuff you have heard in the past and stuff that's featured on my mixtape. It is, and I can honestly safely say that you guys will enjoy this mixtape. I went back and listened to it a couple of times, and it just gave me a really good feeling knowing that I put that time and effort to produce something and, to produce something worth listening to.
With this project, did you have any collaborative tracks on this project? And if you didn't have certain collaborations, who would you want to collaborate on a future project?
Well, okay, for this mixtape, this is all me right here. There are no collaboration tracks that we featured on this mixtape at all. This is all Disco E, all my work. This project, actually, the concept behind the Remix Zone is to straight show people what I can do when it comes down to a sample and how well I can shop a sample, how well I can loop the sample, give a good feel when I get something, and remix some, remix a lot of OSTs and sounds that I really enjoy listening to, and just this is sort of like the pave way between what I used to know and what I know now when it comes out of sampling.
Right. Okay. So,
as for future people I would like to work with, I like to work with quite a few producers out there. I can't really give out specific names because everybody's kind of on my mind, but maybe in the future there might be a project where I'll have collaborative tracks from other fellow producers as well. But that's something I have to also spend some time to think about myself.
Is there any kind of hidden secret that during making this project maybe you didn't want people to know, but you wouldn't mind sharing here in this public podcast?
Hidden secrets, huh? Oh, wow, that's a good question. Let's see. I can't think of any hidden secret besides the stuff that I know of. This project, there's no secret tracks as my my friend K-Blaze has. But my mixtape, I think that the big secret would be trying to actually put yourself in my shoes and figure out exactly how I went along doing what I did with some of these tracks. I think my secret probably is like the way my sampling. I think my sampling is going to be the biggest secret about this track, actually. So I honestly could say that, like, I'm trying to develop a sample style and a beat making style that's very different from a lot of other producers, and I feel like this project will, you know, be will be a great example of that.
Disco, give the people an exact release date. Do you have an exact release date so that they can know when to look for it?
Let's see. It should. Hold on a second now. Gotta open up a calendar because I do have a busy schedule. I know I am releasing it next week, but I haven't actually picked out a specific day. I'm gonna release it on the 16th on that Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday itself, so next Tuesday, which is exactly 1 week from now, you can expect Disco E's first solo project. What's the name of this project again?
It's called The Remix Zone.
The Remix Zone. All right. There you go. And with that being said as well, now we can also get to a man who spares no feelings, the man who has no hoes who he loves, Mr. DJBlazeWave.
What's goody?
Mr. DJBlazeWave, I have caught wind, some conversation of a future album that you're going to have with really a number of producers. Would you care to share any facts about this future album coming out with the people?
I wouldn't call it much of a future album, even though it is coming out soon, but it's pretty much just a volume 2 of a previous album that I released, which was the Paper Mario Paparazzi album, which is pretty much self-explanatory by the name itself. Yeah, pretty much just, doing Paper Mario-based samples on the project itself. And, adding with my style and whatnot. I'm doing 3 volumes, actually. I'm planning to do 3 volumes of it.
Oh, wow.
And all 3 of them are going to be, collaboration projects and stuff. So, you could expect a lot of various producers on there.
Right. Are there any producers that you'd like to go ahead and give a shout-out to right now?
As in who's going to be in the project or in general?
A little bit of both.
Well, if you want to talk about project-wise, like I said, a lot of people wanted to be on part of it, like people like Natsu, Merge A1, who else? Disco here, of course, K-Blaze, a lot of others, man. You can expect Blue Vertigo, TA, people like that. Possibly Silent Killer Beats. Yeah, whole variety, man. Whole variety.
You weren't under-exaggerating when you said it's a collaborative album. This is really like you and basically every other name out there that you can think of working together.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like I didn't want to do nothing based, like just on my own or whatnot. Because the reason of me putting out a Paper Mario album in the first place was because, 1, I'm a huge fan of the series. 2, it's not, it doesn't get as much recognition as it should. Because a lot of people never really play Paper Mario like that. So, that gives the game more exposure itself, and then plus, like, people can understand, like, how amazing the soundtrack really is, the OSTs within those games. And then 3, like, that's more open opportunities to everybody else, like, I want everybody to see this as, more of a fun thing, you know what I mean? Everybody gets a piece of it, and, we all doing it because we love what we do, and, got the thing, striving for the same thing.
With all of these collaborative producers that you had coming in on this project, What were some of the greatest difficulties and some of the greatest triumphs that you felt during this project creation?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say as in like as if anything was difficult really. If anything was difficult, it might have been, you know, putting the artwork together and stuff. That's about it. But, you know, regardless, I had fun with everything, so you strive and achieve whatever it is that you're trying to do, then you're bound to push your limits and get something out the way you want it, you know what I mean?
Right.
But other than that, it's not like any issues I ever had alongside with people that was collaborating with me and so forth. Otherwise, I wouldn't put them in there in the first place if I had any problems with them.
I'm going to ask you, of course, the same question that I asked my fellow two producers here. What is one big secret about the project that maybe you had in your mind that you didn't want to expose, but you're kind of being forced to expose here?
A secret to that album? I probably told less than a handful of people this, but after I released all 3 volumes, I was still debating in my own mind whether I should release a 4th volume around my birthday, which is Halloween, which will be on sale for $5. I'm not entirely certain yet, but when all 3 of these volumes is up, then from there I just pinpointed things about it right there. But other than secrets and stuff, that's pretty much it, man. About that.
Well, okay, so for this future project, when can the people expect to get the Paper Mario album?
That entirely depends on if everybody that's, you know, was committed to sending their tracks and stuff to me. The earliest you can expect it is the 25th of this month.
Okay. And that's if everything goes absolutely perfect with no niches in between and...
Yeah, the people that have the people that was committed to send the beats to me and stuff, like I would expect y'all to send it to me at least 3 to 5 days beforehand. So, you know, like the 20th or the 23rd the latest. Therefore, you know, I could get all the artwork on point and everything. So I don't have to do anything last minute, you know what I mean? Because I got pretty much all the projects that I did, all the beats that I did within it is pretty much done. I'm just waiting for everybody to send me their shit, you know what I mean?
So that the official release date is TBA.
That'll be expected victory.
Okay. So, basic recap. You had K-Blaze release his mixtape July 4th. You can expect Disco Weed to release his mixtape July 16th. And in the future, further ahead, you can expect DJBlazeWave to release his album around the 26th. And I know we have the ever faithful, incredibly...
What up, man?
So, MrSmoothBeatz, is there anything at all that you want to tell the people?
Yeah, man. I do. I have the mixtape that will be out in later this fall. Called the Untitled Chapter. You'll be on the lookout for that.
Okay. You have I had no idea you had a mixtape coming out. Care to give some explanation on that?
Yeah, sure. Basically, it's about, the mixtape is just about, like, me showing my skills on sampling, basically the chopping the sample up, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Do you want to give any kind of particular information out about it, or is this something that you're trying to keep a bit of a lid on?
Well, I mean, like, on my personal, YouTube page anyway, like, I've already, putting a video out there knowing, customer subscribers,
that I was doing a lookout for the Super Second Session Mixtape. So, it's pretty much out there. So, okay, it's different. Like, in the depth base, I really don't know yet. Because right now I'm in the early stages of the mixtape. So, all I can tell you is that it will be done by in the fall.
Okay. So that one's a little bit further out there.
Yeah.
Was there anything else any of you guys would have liked to say or add or anything like that?
Man, I actually didn't know that you were, making another, album, man. So, like, if it's good, man, I like to participate in that as well, man.
Are you talking about me, bro?
Yeah, good.
Oh, you asking me if you wanna, can you put additions into my volume? That's what you asked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind at all, man. Just abide to like what I was saying before, like 2 tracks at minimum, and just let me know what samples it is that you're gonna do. That's all I ask. You know what I mean?
Nice. Sounds good, man.
Hey, so we got SmoothBeatz joining the parade of collaborations. Nice. This is definitely gonna be an album between Disco E and BlazeWave. There's just so much more music coming out to join K-Blaze's own music already on the shows. So with that, everyone, we're going to bid you adieu. This has been your formal announcements via Conversations. Also, stay on the lookout for D. West the Colonel's new song, CFTF, coming from
looking back, trying to see where I went wrong, but I can't seem to find the answer while writing this damn song. Hands on the wheel, dream of Jessica Biel, been to hell 6 times, can the 7th please be
release dates will be announced soon.
Wonder why I picked it, cause I'm in need of a blessing and Charlie's Angels can give it.